Welcome back to the Webby and O'Neill channel, and Alan Shearer's fired back at Erik Ten Hag's comments where he labelled Alan Shearer's analysis stupid. Get involved in today's chat, Reds, because we want to know your opinions on what we're going to discuss.
Come back right on cue, and he's hit back at Erik Ten Hag, his comments there. To be honest with you, it's allowed Alan Shearer to come back at him. Last week when he asked him the question, called him stupid, was it right for Erik Ten Hag to come back? To be perfectly honest with you, in hindsight, he shouldn't have made the comments. He should have just ignored it, because what it's allowed is now other journalists to come back. Alan Shearer's loving it. Yeah. It's exactly what he wanted. It's given him a free rein now, and he'll just keep coming back, and it puts Erik Ten Hag under pressure, especially with these journalists, because they'll think it's a free-for-all to ask about whether it's Roy Keane's comments, Gary Neville's comments, and they will keep coming back at him. So with hindsight, really, looking back, shouldn't have said anything.
Shouldn't have said anything. Let me know if you think he shouldn't have said anything. For me, it's understandable Erik Ten Hag coming out and backing his players, but I also think on the flip side that some of Shearer's comments on his analysis of Rashford and that Brighton game, it does hold some merit to it. You know, he was actually questioning his actual positioning, his overall play, and actually stating that the lad has got the talent, but we're just not seeing it, and whether he should be rediscovering that form.
Yeah, it's not a matter of the substance, it's a matter of where it's come from. The question was about responding to Alan Shearer's comments, a pundit. Now, you have to remember, he was talking about his management and everything. That's what he's gone on about today. That's what he was going on about a week ago. Alan Shearer has got no credentials as running a football team, because he was a failure as a manager, but he's now a pundit, and he can't wait to get stuck into United. Erik Ten Hag cannot keep responding to stupid questions from reporters.
I think it's also the responsibility of the coach, the manager, Erik Ten Hag, to get the best out of Marcus Rashford. And if he's not getting the best out of Marcus Rashford, he then needs time on the bench. But he's also not doing that.
Listen, he's got to work on him. Got to change Rashford's attitude. We all know that. We can see what's going on. He's not performing. But what he shouldn't do is react to a pundit describing Marcus Rashford and telling Marcus Rashford what he should do. He's not Alan Shearer's player. He's a pundit. He's not a manager. Erik Ten Hag will be dealing with it. Yes, we've all got different opinions. As fans, we come out with comments, we come out with opinions. But Erik Ten Hag should not be reacting to pundits. Pundits thrive on it, and Alan Shearer has now got a free rein. So the analysis on Marcus Rashford, some people will agree with it, some won't agree with it. And getting beat by Liverpool opened the door for Shearer to come back. And he will keep coming back, like every other pundit, like every other person what doesn't like Manchester United. So Alan Shearer, get back in your box. You're a failed manager. You know nothing about dealing with a football team.
Rashford himself, he does need to step up on the pitch, but Man United's issues on the pitch are a lot more broader than just one player and Marcus Rashford.
That's right.
Erik Ten Hag has got a huge decision to make with Rashford, because some people might say, oh, against the Liverpool game, yeah, he put a couple of crosses in for Xerxes to set him up. Xerxes should have buried them chances. Let's have it right. But we need a lot more out of Rashford for the full 90 minutes and the actual opening games of the season.
Lots of people out there say he should be playing. Many people are saying he shouldn't even be in the squad. He should leave the club and everything. We've all got opinions. It's not good what we're seeing. We all know that. It should be better. Erik Ten Hag knows that. Why he keeps getting picked, one day we might all find out. I'm not happy with Rashford. I've made my opinion quite clear on Rashford. The Newcastle away game, 1-0 defeat. I said, I'm done with Rashford. I can't accept that kind of performance and that attitude. And that I will not change.
Also going on to that other news from yesterday about Thomas Tuchel, that if things don't improve at Manchester United would be looking to go and get Thomas Tuchel to replace Erik Ten Hag. Now, I'd be a hypocrite if I said Thomas Tuchel wasn't a good manager, because I've said for many months that I do like Thomas Tuchel, and I do think he'd be a good fit here at Manchester United. On the basis of this report, I'm completely honest that this is utter where Manchester United have come under fire from the performances in the last couple of games for the media to go in on the manager, our football club and the fans, and try and treat us like dummies. At the end of the day, we know things need to improve here at United. The manager needs to get a grip, the coaching staff, the players as well. Whilst the international break's going on, we need that to get fixed. As for this report, It's utter shameful.
Well, I've got to fully agree with Kieran on it, and I don't think there's much else I can say on it except it is absolute rubbish. There's no substance to the report. I've looked at it, and to be honest with you, if I repeated everything that report said, I would be embarrassed. I'd be embarrassed talking to you now. It's the international break. This is what happens on the back of that Liverpool defeat, and I keep saying it, right? This is what to expect every time they're coming in, and how people have reacted to it by coming out there as though like Tuchel's coming, as though like this is a fact. It is embarrassing. Obviously, Kieran's gone in a little bit deeper.
Well, you've got to back your manager. I think we all know there's a lot of people who comment on our channel. You know, there's different sides of it. People back the manager. Some people clearly see, in their own opinion, that Erik ten Hag isn't good enough to be the manager. And we respect all opinions, but there's certain ways to go about it, and there's certain ways to get your points across. And like I said, there's a few educated people who watch us on our channel, and they can see the lies. They can see through what the media are trying to do while there's an international break to heap more pressure on Erik ten Hag, more talking points, more pressure on the club, you know, treating us fans like dummies. Well, most of us, like I say, can see through it because we're used to it. And for me, like I say, Thomas Tuchel, I think he's a very good manager, but I think we've got a very good manager here right now, and he's just got to weather this storm, get his act together, and get this team playing football. And I fully back him right now. Questions, a lot of questions on certain things he says, certain things he does in games. I'm open to it. I give me opinion, just like you and everyone else out there, and you do scratch your head. But at the end of the day, Ten Hag's forgot more about football than I actually know, and some of yous out there. We've got to go with the process of what this football club's doing behind the scenes. We've got the right footballing people behind there, and if things don't pick up, for me personally, the most important thing is our football club, not the manager, not the players, what's best for our football club. And if things do not pick up, I fully expect the people behind the scenes to make the decisions, but I don't think there'll be any knee-jerk reactions right now or any discussions about replacing Erik ten Hag. They'll give it till at least Christmas to see how we've performed from now until then and see if results have upturned, and I fully expect them to do that. Well, I do.
Barada, Ashworth came out over the weekend. They clearly told you what it is going forward for Manchester United and Erik ten Hag, and they're fully backing him. But the press will always throw it in with a mad, stupid comment, and they're doing it now, and we're just ignoring it. We've seen the report, and I've got to fully concur with Kieran. Concur with Kieran, right? But I'm not going to swear, right?
You're trying to bring it back down here with concur, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring it back down with concur, right? I see lots of subscribers come up to me on a match day, lots of people who watch the channel and that, and they tell us, right, they listen to our comments, they appreciate our comments and our opinions on Manchester United, and they would be absolutely aghast if we came out and endorsed this comment, this article by the Mirror, aghast. So for me, I'm not swearing today, I'm concurring and I'm aghast. That's me.
Yeah, well, I've gone a little bit on the other flip side, but I think rightly so. Because
no.
Man United fans who have been there and watched our football club and followed us for a lot longer than I have can rightfully see through this article and what it's trying to do. And even some of the younger fans as well who are younger than me or my generation. And it's a good thing that Manchester United supporters are aware of articles like this, just trying to cause trouble, trying to gain eyes, clicks, and heap more pressure on the manager. But right now, I'm fully backing our manager, because when we're under attack, that's where I feel like I have to come out most.
Yes.
And back the manager, back the club, and we all have to stick together. No matter whether you think Erik ten Hag's the right man for the job or not, when your club's under attack, you need to come out and back up against it.
Well, I love going on the attack, and this article gives me room to go on the attack, and the people who are out there in the media world accepting this report as though it's facts and talking about it, right, gives me the ammunition to go on the attack. But unfortunately today, I've not had me Weetabix and I'm not fully up to it. So I've left it to him today, and I concur that whatever he said about this Tuchel report is right.
Okay, I think I need something to eat as well. But I'd just like to thank everyone for joining us today. Just thought I'd do a bit of a brief overview of what some of the Manchester United news is out there. Obviously, Alan Shearer's fought back against Erik Ten Hag, replying to his comments about his stupid analysis from Erik. Also, Thomas Tuchel. I mean, yeah, I think we've said everything that needs to be said on that report with Thomas Tuchel. But we want to know your thoughts and opinions as ever. Get involved in the chat below and don't forget to support us by smashing that like button. Much appreciated, everyone. We'll be back with a live video tomorrow from Hotel Football. Couldn't be there today. Car's in the garage, so I've got to wait for that to be fixed. So just thought we'd do you a brief video. See you again soon. Thank you.